fourth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play action with Richardson. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6th or 7th seed and had to go on the road and play at a hostile environment.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Jonathan Taylor, 30 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Hey, run!
Now ETN to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Shrugs him off. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In motion right is Ridley. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate and count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Come on. Hey! Cowboy 80.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now 2nd and 5. Richardson to throw off play action. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action, Richardson. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Here's Richardson to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs with an amazing diving catch as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem to be locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to the ground with Etienne. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 32 yards. And the Dragons have cut it back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, Richardson. Incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far,
But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second down, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They need 12 here. It's third down. Richardson off the play fake. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega right side. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Antonio Johnson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. That didn't appear to be a design safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. A short one here, caught by McBride. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now Richardson. He's got room to roam. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play action. It's Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Brandon Williams there on the pass rush. Give him the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action now. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Find Ridley on the left side. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. The deep to return is Josh Downs. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from the 37, here's a second down and 9. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He was brought down by Foya Sade Aluakin.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And this will be swung out wide for the ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they are going to set up 32-yard line. Well, you had an offense, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To the right side, this is Taylor. To about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 95 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Richardson on the bootleg here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. A give for Taylor running right side. 20! Touchdown, Indianapolis! Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dragons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People just sit on the ground.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Richardson to throw off play action. Rolling to his left. Goes right back to McBride. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air is out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Richardson now on third and goal. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. No gain on the play there, second down. off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Right, let's go. Hey, kill.
Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on first down. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. This is 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They'll come up now on second down. Here's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.